Elijah, the prophet of God, had faithfully served the Lord for many years. As his time on earth was coming to an end, God told him it was time to pass on his ministry to Elisha, his devoted disciple. Together, they traveled from town to town, knowing that Elijah's departure was near. As they journeyed from Gilgal to Bethel, and then from Bethel to Jericho, Elijah tried to persuade Elisha to stay behind, but Elisha refused. "As surely as the Lord lives and as you live, I will not leave you," he said. Elisha was determined to be with Elijah until the very end. Finally, they reached the Jordan River. Elijah took his cloak, rolled it up, and struck the water with it. Miraculously, the waters parted, and the two men walked across on dry ground. On the other side, Elijah turned to Elisha and asked, "Tell me, what can I do for you before I am taken from you?" Elisha replied, "Let me inherit a double portion of your spirit." Elijah said, "You have asked a difficult thing, but if you see me when I am taken from you, it will be yours. Otherwise, it will not." As they continued walking and talking, suddenly a chariot of fire appeared, drawn by horses of fire. It separated the two men, and Elijah was taken up to heaven in a whirlwind. Elisha watched in awe, crying out, my father, the chariots and horsemen of Israel." Then Elisha picked up Elijah's cloak, which had fallen, and returned to the Jordan River. He struck the water with it, and the river parted, just as it had for Elijah. Elisha knew that God had indeed called him to continue Elijah's work.